So this is Catherine's. We're kind of halfway through this now. English Clune Lane in Bath. Catherine works abroad a lot, not at home. So moving back, so she's looking to bring a garden up to standard, but also something that's low maintenance. So this was previously lawn. She hates mowing it, it's at the front, it's a bloody nuisance. So what we've done is we've gravelled it, it's on a slope. So what we've done is underneath this gravel there's a series of wooden battens running along or in rows. That will stop the gravel gradually creeping down. The steps before we jet washed it were black, so they've been jet washed. Now let's go over to the borders. Now this was just covered in grass and weeds, so we've stripped it all out. The fence is starting to fade, so we've treated that with UV to retain what colour we can. Raising the levels here, so I've put in a damp course membrane, and that will stop the fence rotting with contact with the soil. Let's wander up to the back garden. All these slabs have been cleaned, these were all black. So we'll wander around the corner. Again, all the channels here were covered in gravel. Gravel was very old, covered in weeds, so we've dug all that out. Same with the tiers here, they were covered in weeds and old gravel, so we stripped that. You can see the garden here, so we've been working on slicing back this hedge, and it looks quite brutal because it is. This is all ivy, couldn't get up the steps. This ivy will regenerate, so it looks quite bad at the moment, but that will be a solid green wall reasonably soon. As you can see, it's still a bit of a war zone. This little dirt area here, let's have a look. Well, this is prepped for grass seed. The top half looked like a pitted moon crater because the badgers had been having a go, so it was full of holes. And in that corner, that was old slabs and a raised border. It was covered in weeds, ivy, had a big shrub. It actually wasn't a shrub, it was just ivy. So you rip the shrub out, rip the raised border out, returning this to lawn. Actually, this will make it lower maintenance. That corner there was a greenhouse, which was a nuisance because she's not here, she never uses it. Getting rid of greenhouse glass is a nightmare because no one wants to take it. I'm a good lateral thinker, so I put it on free cycle for her. And someone came, took it away, no charge. That's another problem solved. The lawn. So what I've advised is she gets a robot mower. See if we can zoom out. Can't really zoom out here. She gets a robot mower for the lower lawn. So that will mow it automatically whether she's here or not. And then the top lawn, got sun in the way here, just left this to grow long and wild. So we've cut back the hedges. They still need a little bit of finishing. Let's have a wander. So here we've cut grass paths. They're starting to fall in a bit, they need redoing, but they will stand out when the grass each side gets longer. Got a dogwood here. We had a great big hazel growing at the centre, so I've cut that out. There's all the debris. And got round by the shed area, we have got the good old log roll. It's all collapsing, so we are going to fit some gravel board and retain that bank. Trim the ivy here, and what I suggested to her at some point is get a nice medium-sized tree, and that can go against the fence, so that from her window, let me just go back a bit farther. So we'll wander back. I cut the hedges. I've just got to do the tops. We've got some plum trees, plums on them already. So with plum trees, they need to be pruned. They've never been pruned. They're old and straggly. But I've got till end of August to prune the plum trees. Plum trees need to be pruned in the growing season. So whatever you do, do not prune them in winter. You will kill them. They will get a fungus called silverleaf. If the tree is dormant over winter, the fungus gets hold and they are a goner. Never prune anything with a stone in winter, always during the growing season. And then going back to that tree, you can see a lovely view of house windows. So what I said to Catherine, at some point, put a small tree in there, maybe a rowan or something like that, and that will peep just above the fence and block those house windows, so that when you're sitting in the patio, you've got a wonderful view of sky and not the neighbours. So we'll show you a video when we finish this. Should be interesting.